Well, let me find
No,
out.
I went in and it went up too with the people.
That's good. See, I told you. What's happening, YouTube? Yes, this is not a mystery. It's not an enigma. It's not a quagmire. It is Thursday, and you got me and the auntie Moochella in the building to talk some Hightown. Moochie, how you feeling tonight?
I'm fine. How's everybody? What's up?
Moochie, let's talk a little bit about this show that they sleeping on. Moochie, this is season 2. We're getting ready to preview episode 9. And Moochie, talk to the people about all the wonderful things they're missing out on. You got a cat named Ali Bali. You've got Jackie, who is she's a lesbian, but she's kind of like a lesbian male whore, a version of what a man would be doing. And then she's
Mm-hmm.
got some addiction problems. We've got Officer Saberho, who also
Ray.
has some problems. And then we've got Frankie and Renee. Just talk to the people a little bit about why this show is so great, Renee. Moochie.
We have Frankie, Renee, Charmaine,
Charmaine, yeah.
Osito.
Osito.
Like it's just so many characters
Mm-hmm.
where you're gonna get attached to them
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna love to hate some of them. And it's just an all around good show. This is the second season of it.
It's second season. Nowhere in this show does it feel like a soap opera. Not at all. This thing feels like a big box office drama made for a HBO, a Cinemax, a Stars TV. You get that actual feel from the show. Moochie, talk a little bit about, old Swaggy Acito. I know that's your boy.
Like I
I'm
said,
trying.
that's my guy.
Look,
He got the
look.
swag like Biggie.
Oh God,
He know
fellas,
how to talk to the girls, and
if
he's got
you
a mean streak.
if you watch the show, fellas, cover your wives' eyes when a Acito get on the screen. Because all I know, these women want to throw underwear all at my man Acito, and technically he's a bad guy. He's in jail right now as we speak, and he done put the moves on this really, really hot therapist who all the women want her to be good, but she done slipped up and kissed Acito right in the mouth. Just like it
Yes.
was ravishing Rick Rude. Man. Mm, 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 mm. Shout out to Shakana. Shout out to Kiki Rampage. We appreciate y'all being here. And everybody else that's watching us, please be sure to leave us a like and be sure to go subscribe to my big homie Moochie. She's got her channel up and rolling. She's covering all these shows. So, Moochie, we've got us a situation coming up. We got
Yes.
us a situation. Before I show you any clips, let me show you the situation. This is the situation. We got two bodies, Moochie. Two.
Yes.
We know for sure one of them is gonna be Daisy. But Moochie, the question is, who's the other body?
I you know what I want to say? I think it's Renee.
No, 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 no.
It's not Charmaine.
We know that. You can't get rid of the boss, the queen boss.
I'm hoping it's not her, but she been slipping and she messed up this week.
So you know that in this, I'm gonna show you guys a trailer in a second. But Moochie, let's just talk about Renee. You know, Renee was another one of my TV babes, right? I had to cut her loose. I had to cut her
Yes.
loose. I had to cut her loose. How can they get rid of her just like that, right? When she's pregnant with Ray's baby, Moochie, what
She
are
didn't
they?
even tell him yet. Oh,
Wait a minute. So Moochie, you mean to tell me that you feel as though the fact that she hasn't told him is more motivation for the writers to kill her because Ray will never know?
I think he might end up knowing, and then it happens. I'm hoping not, though.
Take a look at this, Moochie. Look where she's meeting up with him in this trailer. Look like she in CVS pharmacy over there by the pregnancy issues. You think this is subliminal messaging by the writers? They're gonna meet up
Yes,
in a pharmacy. Maybe she's gonna tell him in this scene. What you think?
I think so. Either she might tell him real fast, where catch him off guard too, and but I think she's being followed, or I think Frankie went to through that phone. I hope he didn't though.
Hmm. So let's see what the people talking about. Kiki's Rampage saying they can't kill Renee. I'm with you, Kiki. They can't. How? Like Moochie, there's too much going on with Renee's character.
Either.
Okay. For those that missed it, I did do a trailer breakdown. I feel like it was pretty good. I left you guys with some questions. Go check it out. But if you didn't see it, I've got the trailer. We're going to go through it right now, me and Moochie. Then we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other parts that could happen. Here we go.
Frankie, he killed some people I cared about. And he will do the same thing to you in a second.
Charmaine is in New York picking up a double package to make up for last week.
Where are they meeting up?
All I know is it's happening today. If he finds out that I gave him up, he'll kill me.
Let's go. We're going for a ride.
What are we doing here?
I just got the call. Ray, we found bodies.
Who is it?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Moochie, I'm scared you might be right. Moochie,
I'm going by what I see.
Moochie.
Now, I could be wrong.
Lord. Oh Lord. Moochie, look.
What I see, but I could be wrong.
Let's look at it like this. First of all, the muscle came to the house to get Renee.
Right.
And you know, I got a new nickname for him. He's Scrub Muscle. He came to get Renee, and next thing you know, you see Renee walking in the woods, right?
Right.
I'm hoping, Moochie, that is just complete misdirection that they did in terms of this episode.
I'm hoping so too.
Because there is no way, and when I say no way, you cannot lose Renee like this. It would be swift for them. Hey, they can do it. But I just feel like there's so much more story to tell with her. She needs to suffer the penance of having to come out about the baby, having Frankie know, having Ray know, and there's story and drama behind that. But Moochie, you seen what I saw.
Yes, that's what I'm like. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh, and Moochie, it almost made me want to invite her back to be one of my TV babes again. It almost got me that nervous, but I don't think it's
like the second person Ray done his CI. If this happens, this is the second person he got killed.
And there's no way he'll get a job back. No way. No way. As a matter of fact, he cannot lose Renee because he's working Renee to get his job back.
Exactly.
And so if something happens to Renee, that's going to be the end of him. But the thing is, Moochie, what is Renee doing in the woods? So you remember the last time they took her in the woods, they deceived us.
Right.
Frankie took
her time before.
Yeah. They can't do it twice, Moochie. That's why I'm starting to be nervous. They can't do it twice.
That's what I'm saying.
Lord have mercy.
No, Jesus, no.
Yeah. Kiki Rampage said, it looks that way. It looks bad on purpose. Don't fall for it. I'm trying not to fall for it.
All right. So you saying don't fall for it. Who said that?
Kiki Rampage.
All right.
Yeah. Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
Okay. So we won't fall for it. We're gonna assume she's gonna be around. And so some insight to all this, Moochie, which had me twirling, was look at the painful way Jackie is crying. And
that's you want me to give my little analogy?
Yeah, go for it. Please go for it.
All right. I feel like with this, the reason why she's crying like that, because she got on the phone in this episode and she was in that house and Frankie was there. So guilt is gonna, if that is her in there, she's gonna be riddled with guilt.
Wait a minute.
And we already, and now that, I think we wrong. I'll take it back. If it's two bodies there, we know it's the pilot, right?
I think it's going to be the pilot and Daisy.
Yeah. The pilot and Daisy.
However, Moochie, with Daisy
bodies, like, you know.
Oh, it's two holes. Let me show you the clip again. Oh, because I broke it down. There's two holes. You see Daisy's head is in one of them, and a question mark is in the other one. It's two heads there, and Sergeant Allen is standing right there with Renee. But Moochie, would Daisy dying be enough to cause Jackie to react this visceral? Because she's really in tears. She hadn't had that kind of a bond. I don't feel like that kind of a strong bond was built with Daisy. So that's what's got me thinking it's got to be Daisy and someone else. But
what if it's the landlord?
I was about to say, what if it's this guy, the landlord? Now let's for those that didn't watch the show, you don't know what's going on. Let us give you context to the landlord. Jackie has been up and down with this landlord. He knows she's had her problems with addictions, things like that. And in this very last episode, one of my favorite clips was when Jackie rolled up to the house. Frankie was there waiting on her. And of course, Moochie, you know I got the clip because I got to see it again. So let's take a look at that clip.
Don't scare me. Swing your dick all you want. I got 7.5 inches right here.
You talk tough, but you look scared.
Everything okay out here, Jacqueline?
We're cool.
I don't believe you. Need to get your low-rent hoodlum ass off my porch. I called the police.
Watch your pussy, puta!
So that's why I call him scrub muscle. Why the hell you hanging all out the window? What your pussy punta? Come on, man. You supposed to be driving the car, bro. What in the hell? So Moochie, could it legitimately be the landlord? Because I could see her crying over him like that. You know, I could see her being that torn up over him, Eddie Murphy, Junior.
Yeah.
And as you said, we know it's not Junior.
I don't think she was that tore up over Junior because remember, she found Junior's body.
Right. She did. So and then that only leaves you with the only person who I feel she cares about that much is Eddie Murphy. And there is no way they about to kill Eddie Murphy.
Oh no, I can't see that happen.
No. So then suspect number one on our list is the landlord. But can you see Jackie reacting that tough if they get the landlord?
I don't know. I feel like she's so attached to finding Daisy. Maybe she just breaks down because of that.
Okay. And
I'm like torn right now.
Sakana is in the chat saying Jackie is a very empathetic. She probably would be distraught over Daisy. Yeah, look, I don't disagree. I 100% agree she would be distraught. But distraught to this point, I mean, this kind of level of anxiety, frustration, it's almost like you lost a lover. And I just don't see her being that close to Daisy unless after she saw Daisy's child, that made her a little bit more ingratiated to Daisy as a person. And sometimes that happens.
Denise Nicole got a good one too.
Let's see what Denise Nicole is talking about. I'm fairly new to Hightown, but could it be Junior's BM or Jackie's ex?
He was just talking about that.
We would not see that coming. And we've been talking about what are they going to do with the baby mama, right? We've been talking about the baby mama. Junior's baby mama right now is in business school. She works at the club. All right. And if they all of a sudden had her die, it would be out of left field. And I really don't see Jackie being torn up over the baby mama. Matter of fact, I don't think Jackie really cared for the baby mama like that. And who else? She said Jackie's ex. White girl.
Maybe her. But then that means they was following her around to know if she went there.
Right. I was going to say, if they get the ex-girlfriend, that would mean that they in really, really deep. And they probably, that would equal that they've been following Jackie prior to these last two episodes. So I don't see it being him. But all I know, the only thing I know for sure is one of them bodies is Daisy. One of them is Daisy.
Definitely.
And we suspect the other one is the pilot, but it's gonna be something for me to see her be that sad over Daisy, but she could be, like they said. And let's see here. Danielle is saying yes because she was supposed to protect her. True, and she lied to the kid. She just lied in that kid's face. So I think that maybe if you combine all that, maybe she is feeling some kind of way about finding Daisy's dead body and the pilot. Man, Now let's talk about this right here. The big homie, Charmaine. And in my trailer breakdown, I said this is her going to New York to pick up the work. And she's on the phone looking around. And I feel like the feds are closing in on her because remember, the feds is telling her too, because they're trying to get whoever this person is in New York.
Right.
And at the very end of this trailer, you see Alan coming in right beside the bus Charmaine got off of. And I think he's running in, Moochie, because no one warned the feds that Charmaine has turned coats and is now ratting on Frankie and whoever this person is in New York. And I come up with that because Jackie is in this interrogation room talking to someone, saying that Frankie and these people are extremely dangerous. He's killed people that she loves. I'm assuming that's Charmaine in that room. And
I'm thinking that too.
They cut a deal with Charmaine, and they didn't tell the feds that they cut a deal with Charmaine. And the feds is coming up here about to ruin their case. Moochie, what you think?
I think that she told them where the bodies were.
Oh,
because remember she was there. She put
was
one
there.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go.
I feel like that's exactly who was in that interrogation room. And I know her aunt didn't tell her to talk to I know her aunt didn't tell her to talk to Santel because she told him, like, look, I'm not talking to the police, and she knows not to talk to the police.
Yeah, the aunt ain't saying nothing.
But I do think she got scared after what happened.
And she took a liking to the pilot. And I said in my review last week, I think that seeing that might be the thing that shakes her loose. Because Charmaine don't got no army. She doesn't even have a weapon, for crying out loud. She's way in over her head. And anytime a female is in deep trouble, you know who they send in to get them out of that trouble, to give them the speech to get them motivated? They send in the homie Jackie.
Okay.
That's who they send in. Jackie has a way with words with women, and where Sergeant Allen couldn't get through to Charmaine, Jackie's probably going to get through. But Moochie, there's something else that went on crazy in this trailer that we're going to have to see coming up.
All right, bring it.
I want you to take a look at this. Somebody is football tackling Frankie in Club Xavier. I hope like hell it's Ray, but if it's not Ray, Moochie, what's going on here?
I'm looking at the boots. It looked like, okay, those is Frankie's boots, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It looked like it might be Ray, but then again, I don't know. I'm hoping it's Ray. If it's not Ray, it's the guy that he went there to talk to from the DEA.
Okay, yeah. So that's the look. Now let's take a look at Ray's face. Let's see. Haircut about the same. Okay. Nose is definitely the same. This could legitimately be Ray football tackling Frankie. And Moochie, I'm here for all of that action. Woo-hoo!
Look, if he tackles him like that, that means they found found Renee's body.
They found Renee. Oh God.
Oh Lord, Jesus,
God.
no.
Oh God. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord. No, please, Moochie. Okay. You're right. You are 100% right. But with the way he's tackling him, do you think when she's having her little CVS pharmacy conversation, she's going to tell Ray, I'm carrying your baby?
I think so.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait, Shirley has a good comment.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see here. Who you say, Shirley? Okay, here we go. Let's see. If Charmaine was arrested, he could tell the feds she's working with them, so he wouldn't need that kind of reaction. What I'm saying is he didn't tell the feds because they want to swap. If you remember the very first episode, Sergeant Allen had just became sergeant, and he was feuding with some of the other investigative bodies, the feds, and whoever else was at that crime scene. And so they're really trying to have the state police take this case so they can have one underneath their belt. And he probably would not tell them because they want to be the ones to get first dibs on everything that's about to happen. And that's why I think you see him running to save save Charmaine. And we know Charmaine's getting off a bus. And why else would Sergeant Allen be next to a bus on a bridge? So if it's not for Charmaine, what is Sergeant Allen doing on a bus by a bridge, running, trying to save somebody?
I think he's trying to get to her in time.
Yeah, he's trying to get to Charmaine. Solomon Jewel.
Before she was in that interrogation room.
You think it's before then?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. He could have went in there and saved her and prevented the feds from picking her up, or told the feds she is a CI when they did pick her up, and that's when
she probably wasn't.
Right. And that's when they go talk to Jackie. And then that's when Jackie tells them, that's when Charmaine tells Jackie, I know where they got the body at. The body's over here in this cranberry field. Right?
Right. Okay, Solomon Jewels says, y'all know you seen Stars Leaked episode 9. I didn't see that. I was on there practically all night last night.
It's not leaked on Stars. It's leaked on some of the your Cody's and stuff like that. I'm waiting to watch it on Stars Sunday. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting to watch it up there. Let's see here. What else I got in here that is going to happen? Do you think that, okay, let me talk about this dude here, Scrub Muscle. Is there any likelihood that he's going to die, Moochie, before this season?
Chalupa? He might. Chalupa he might bite the bullet. Maybe Jackie might put some hot ones in him and lay him down.
What she say, Moochie? I got 7.5 inches, so swing your mess all you want to.
Put some hot ones in him.
Yeah, he looked like he want a hot one too, man. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we've solved the riddle of episode 9, I think. We can't wait to watch it. Moochie and her crew are going to go live around 9 o'clock-ish. So be sure to jump off in. No. You're going at 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 o'clock, excuse me. Moochie and her crew is going to be going at 10 o'clock. We're going to get off probably in like 8 minutes to give her time to get her stuff prepped so that you guys can go over there and rock with her. Be sure to subscribe to her channel, man. I told you. All the people that I work with are going to keep you thoroughly entertained. They're going to have apathy for you, and they're going to feel for you. Look at Danielle. Danielle's like, Lord, don't let it be Renee. Jackie wouldn't be crying about her, though. Ray might be frustrated that Frankie's always one step ahead, and that's why he attacked him. No, Jackie wouldn't be crying over Renee, but she definitely would be crying over Daisy. So with it being two bodies, we only need one of them to invoke the emotion out of Jackie. And we only need the other one to invoke emotion out of Ray. But please, Moochie, it cannot. When I say it cannot be Renee. As a matter of fact, Renee and people that wrote this show, I'll let Renee be one of my TV babes one more time if y'all spell her life. How about that? Spell her life.
I think with this whole thing, we know that it's Lance Houston in the grave.
Right.
The question is it a third body in there?
Oh, that's the question.
Yeah, because she said bodies, like
bodies. We 100% know it's more than one. 100%. And so let me read my boy Eric comment, because this part of this can't be true. Eric is saying it's two bodies, Frankie Cousin and the Asian stripper. Well, it can't be Frankie Cousin because the people that cleaned up
took care of that.
Yeah, they took care of that. It's most likely the pilot and Daisy. And I'm hoping that's how it stays. But we never know. There could always be a third body, because we've seen somebody walking Renee in the woods in this trailer. So whereas they only showed us two graves, two holes in the ground. Let me put the clip back up here again for y'all's viewing entertainment. They only show us 2 holes in the ground. There legitimately could be 3. Definitely could be 3. And like I said, that picture's up there because we know one of them is Daisy. One of them 100% Daisy. It's just a matter of is the other body going to be the airplane pilot, which I think it will be. And I think we won't have to worry about Renee. But Moochie, could there be a situation when Scrub Muscle takes Renee and just holds her hostage somewhere out there in the woods in that little house, lock her up?
Hopefully Ray is following them.
And that's why Ray go back to the Club Xavier, handle that business, and take...
And they kill Chalutha.
Look, because look, this fight been brewing, my people. This man, when Ray was working as a bartender, this man, Frankie, had the unmitigated gall, the audacity to bring Renee, who at the time she was my TV babe. You don't bring no woman like this to the spot Ray was at, just to rub it in her face, rub it in Ray's face, got into a fight with Ray, and then then he had his lawyers go and threaten Ray and the police force. Ladies and gentlemen.
Denise Nichols Nicole has a good one again.
Leslie, no way.
If it is Leslie, I could see Jackie crying like that too.
Right, definitely.
Like we just freestyling right now, so
definitely. But under what pretense would Leslie be in the grave unless they're going to run through a whole lot of story with Leslie just like that in one night? I don't see that happening. But Jackie would for sure 100% be torn up if it's Leslie. 100%.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Look, Eric said, y'all know those maids mess up the job in dumping Frankie cousin because the body could cause... I don't think they messed up, bro.
No, I don't think they messed up. I think they was thorough. The only wet place they messed up is the camera. One of them got caught on camera.
Not only that, but they did leave a drop of blood behind a container in the office. You remember that, Moochie?
It was a drop of blood on the little table.
And let's see, Sakana says she feels like Leslie is working for Frankie. I don't trust Leslie either. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I do not trust Leslie. I can't figure out what her angle is, but what if her angle was this, Moochie? What if she's somebody who's connected to the people pushing drugs out of New York?
Ooh, if she's dirty?
Yeah. And has been dirty for both seasons. Because I can't trust Leslie. I don't trust Leslie.
Because you know what I want to know?
Mm-hmm.
What made him look under Renee's car for that tracker? Because remember, they got somebody in the police department that's giving them information. Because that's how they found out if Jorge was arrested. Because remember, they had somebody check. So maybe she is the inside person.
Now, I've been said that I feel like Leslie is corrupt. I even had initially said maybe she is working for Frankie. But the way she moved, I don't think she's working with Frankie. And we've only seen one scene this season where she's been in the same proximity as Frankie. And that was when her and Jackie went and confronted Jorge at Club Xavier. And I don't even think Frankie was in that scene. Jorge and Daisy was, but I don't think
Frankie he was. Remember she went to the back office and she was talking to him. And he said he had the gun and he could shoot him now because he could shoot her because he's protecting himself.
Yeah, that was Jackie, not Leslie. Yeah.
No,
I said Leslie.
Yeah,
I said Leslie.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hightown, y'all not fooling us, man. Y'all, we gonna get this and we're gonna be eating our popcorn, smiling ear to ear, clutching our pearls, hoping that y'all don't do nothing to that Renee. I'm back on Team Renee, Moochie. I'm back. I'm back, man. I'm back.
Telling Crystal.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something I learned a long time ago. Fellas, if you're married, if you know you're going to get in trouble, the best thing to do is get in front of it. You be the one to tell your spouse anything that's going to cause trouble. So as soon as we get off here, Mooch, I'm going to go tell her Renee is back on the team, but Professor Addiction ain't. That's what I'm going to go tell her. And I'm gonna tell her why. I'm gonna tell her because I think her life is under duress. So
She
Eric
don't think
said,
she gonna die? I think she gonna die.
Eric said, I think Ray will betray Renee and is using her. I think he is too,
I
but
think he is too.
when she say I'm pregnant with your baby, that's gonna all change.
That's gonna change everything.
Yep, that's gonna change everything. Oh, good. Oh my Lord, Shirley.
She said, Litos.
No, she didn't. Look, no, she wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shirley, why she gotta be all that? Let me do it like the great politicians would say. She's a mother. She's not a wife. Damn. She's a mother. And she's trying to resurrect her life. Oh my God. She said, leave the TV hoes alone. Okay, now Rap MDTV says, hey everyone, is this show better than Power? Moochie, what is your opinion?
I like it because I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like Power because I have to support our people, but this show got some of our people in it too. And I like this show, and I like the writing in it.
I'm gonna say this is better than Power Book 2. That's what I'm gonna say. And I'm planning on making a top 10 best TV shows I've watched and covered this year in 2020. And Hightown, I can go ahead and tell you right now, is in the top 3. I can just tell you that right now. And I've watched a lot of stuff, but this show is definitely better than Book 2. But I'm not going to go as far as say it's better than Book 1, but it's close. But it's definitely better than Book 2. Let's see here. Ray gonna fight for custody. That they would not give Ray custody. That's a fight he's not gonna win, because look at how, first of all, she was an informant and you slept with her. Then she was able to get her drug dealing boyfriend out of jail with his cousin. Any good attorney would be able to turn that thing upside down. He'll never see the child. So he better not. He better not do that. Daniel Walden says it's less predictable. That's absolutely true.
You hit the nail on the head.
That's absolutely true. And it has, for me, Moochie, between the two shows, it has more of an adult feel than Book 2 does. Now, I know Book 2 has a lot of adults in it, but it just seems like the stakes and the gravity in this show is a lot heavier than what it is in Power Book 2.
Right.
Yeah, man. So definitely catch up on that one. And Moochie, I'll get us out of here on one more thing so you can get your shows done.
All right.
Denise says, I think both shows have similar intention, just a different pace, cadence, and absolutely.
There you go.
100%. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Only thing I got left for you, Moochie, is this right here. Is this the moment Frankie gonna realize she's pregnant?
Oh man, I don't know, because she hasn't even had morning sickness yet.
She ain't even got a belly yet.
She keep looking like she trying to see if she had a belly when he was shooting that gun.
Right.
But I don't think so. But I feel like when she did that goodbye thing, and I covered it, you covered it, and I covered it. That long goodbye, I think, did something.
That was dumb.
It was that, and when he came back and when he said, I'm not gonna involve you anymore, and she was like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And earlier that morning, you were saying you didn't want Frankie Jr. near this, and she contradicted herself. And it just put up a real big red flag for me. It
did. And like you said, I mentioned it. I was like, Renee, come on now. You can't be doing all that. You giving it away. You giving it. Then on top of that, Moochie, she went and hung out with Ray on the beach the whole day. She needed to act normal. I get she was nervous as hell, and anybody would be nervous. But when you snitching, you're supposed to still continue to be normal. You ain't supposed to be rolling up on your police operatives all the time and in the manner she's doing it. He's not even the police. So
she should have stayed home and did her laundry like she told him she was going to. Because when she said, I'm just running a couple of errands and I got a couple of loads of laundry to do.
he did
So
that,
paranoid now.
but in the last episode, in that scene when he was talking to her about that tracker, you saw how she was able to calm him down, had him thinking he was on top of the world. Then he turned her over and bent her over and gave her everything he had.
But I feel like that wasn't even.
You see the look on her face? It looked like she was being raped.
She felt like she was being violated, right?
Right, absolutely, 100%, 100%. But she, you know what? She kept it quiet. She didn't say nothing. She's tried her best to keep that cover. And I think that had it been other circumstances, she would have walked right the hell away from him. Nah, you're not getting none of this today. Nope. Nope. So, ladies and gentlemen, to all 75 of y'all that tuned in to see me and Moochie do a quick review, please get your popcorn ready for episode 9. Guaranteed to be a barn burner. I'll be going live sometime between noon and 6 o'clock with the wife to break it down, keep you guys informed and entertained, and I will be antagonizing the wife as only I can do. Moochie, what you going to talk about on your show tonight at 10 o'clock?
Tonight we are talking about, we have a couple of hidden gem TV shows, and we have a trending topic. And with the trending topic tonight is all of the home invasions in LA. So we're going to touch on that.
And so in the future, I talked to Miss K about this morning. I've decided to wait to drop it on Moochie. And I want to hear what you guys think. How would you guys like to have a Thursday trending topics? That's what I'm going to title it. Thursday trending topics for the week with me, Moochie, and Miss K in the new year. To get y'all ready for their show that they'll come on at 10 o'clock. So I'll spend an hour antagonizing these women, get them riled up so that they be primed and ready to keep y'all buzzing at 10 o'clock. Moochie, how would you like that idea?
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Miss K says she's down too. So you guys let me know. Post me all your comments. Would you like to see us do a Thursday trending topics of all the crazy stuff that's happened during the week? We'll go hip hop, politics, home invasion, crazy news, bad weather, Jupiter done fell from the sky. We'll do it all in one action-packed hour. I'll throw in jokes. We might even
do it. Kiki said it sounds good. All right.
And I've also got some people that are always asking me, you know, what it's been like to be married damn near 15 years. What kind of things have we gone through? So I'm also thinking about doing people's letters. People write to me with little tidbits of advice, and I might start pulling some of those up here, give y'all the full Steve Harvey experience right here on Thursday night. So just leave me all your comments if you guys want to do that. I will make sure it happens. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, support Hightown, man. It's a great show, one of the best shows out right now. But more importantly, after that, go support the homegirl Moochie and Miss K and Nita the Diva. They coming on at 10 o'clock. You got 20 minutes to get your snacks together until their sexy as hell video. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Later.